Okay, so I misspoke her last episode. I thought last episode was episode 29. It was actually episode 28. And this is episode 29. So hey guys, it's Zach and welcome to another episode of Kingdom Hearts 3 Roxas. Last episode, we made it up the mountain yet again. We encountered Anna and Olaf and Kristoff and Sven. And we also, then got tossed off the mountain again by Marshmallow and fought him. That was it. So now we gotta go climb up it yet again.
This might be a good spot to find some ingredients.
I do not care. We're just gonna head up. Right? Wasn't this it? Or no, wait. I think we head down first. I don't remember. I don't remember where to go exactly. Okay, I am going the right way. The layout of this level confuses the heck out of me.
That's Elsa.
Here's the next bit of thing from Pat's video.
Who's that guy?
Whatever his name was from the villain from the movie. Okay, look at him. We don't see his face yet.
So. That doesn't look like help to me.
We just see him walking away. Okay. Well, I'm sure he'll, have a speaking line later on. Or something.
Darkness?
Let's move.
He'll have a speaking line, I'm sure. So just remember what's his name. Ooh, that was actually a pretty cool fade out right there with Roxas kind of disappearing. Oh, great. We had to fight him again.
Him again? Hey! You better not have hurt our friends! Huh?
He's like, I don't care.
What? Hey! Wait up! Are you looking for Elsa too? Whoa! Easy! Do you want to save her from the bad guy? We're on the same side.
Oh, okay.
Elsa. I guess all he ever wanted to do was keep Elsa safe.
Hey, we should team up, big guy.
Team up!
Come on, we want to help her too. Why not? So, what do you say?
Yeah, sure.
One great thing about Sora, he can always make friends with anybody.
Yippee!
Okay, so
Donald,
wait, we
Goofy,
might have gone up the
come
mountain
on.
a third time then.
Wait for us!
It's entirely possible that was the third time up the mountain and I miscounted. I thought that was the second time. But given that we're following Elsa, yeah. I think it's pretty safe, I guarantee. Okay, so basically, like, the whole thing is,
Better put this in the mail.
so we get Marshmallow as a party member, right? Which, okay, that's pretty cool. I kind of like
Forget
that.
to mail that off.
But here's the other thing. So we actually go up the mountain 3 times. And it doesn't make any sense. Like, why? Okay, now we've seen that the villain, what's his name? Hans, I think. I can't believe it took me that long to remember. Like, the movie is so forgettable. I can't believe I remember that. So, yeah, like, he's carrying off Elsa. Just somehow, he just shows up out of nowhere and grabs Elsa.
Stop it! Put me down!
That's Kristoff. Do me a favor and wait here. If you come along, Kristoff might freak out.
No, Sven, we're not going back. She's with her true love.
Kristoff!
Sora.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm glad you guys are safe.
Ow!
Where'd Anna go?
She's back at home.
Huh? Something happened?
Anna was struck in the heart by Elsa's ice magic.
Oh, no.
If the ice isn't removed, she'll freeze forever. Only an act of true love can thaw a frozen heart. So I took her back to Arendelle and her true love, Hans.
Hans.
But what about you?
What about me?
I sorta assumed you guys were...
No! I just keep her from getting lost.
Really? Oh, but you seem so...
Perfect together.
Yeah, like me and Daisy.
What? Anna.
Elsa.
Is that where Elsa is? Elsa and Anna might both need our help. Let's go!
The trees are blowing in the wrong direction. Okay, here's the next bit of evidence for you guys.
I'm freezing.
Yeah, and the wind's just making it colder.
So, we're going downhill, right? We're heading towards Arendelle.
There must be some place we can use as shelter.
And the wind that's blowing us back is blowing us up the mountain. Something that cold wind doesn't, or cold air tends not to do. It sinks. Think of every video game that's ever involved wind blowing and a mountain climb. It always blows the characters down the mountain. This right here makes no sense. And it's, again, another remnant of, I think Matt Pat's theory is right in that Disney, you know, fucked up and meddled in this world. Because, and then Square Enix just had to scramble and was like, yeah, we're like, oh, well, we have this level design. We have to change the story suddenly of how this level plays out. So, okay, and what about the wind effect? I guess it's gonna have to blow them up the mountain because we got, you know, nothing else to do here. There's nothing, like, at all. Like, that combined with, and maybe I will show it off. We'll come back afterwards. Let me wait for the wind to blow. There's one more piece of evidence, or a couple more pieces of evidence here.
We should be safe here.
Eh.
Look, he's protecting us from the storm.
We can make it.
Okay, guys. The storm's died down.
So, I think what's supposed to happen is that you team up with Marshmallow, and you climb up the mountain towards Elsa's palace. Which I believe is what MatPat was talking about in his video. Because that would make sense. If you're climbing the mountain, Elsa's ice magic is out of control, trying to blow you down the mountain, and Marshmallow is there to help you try to save Elsa from darkness by trying to go, you know, and protecting you from the wind and everything as you climb up. That right there makes perfect sense from a game design standpoint.
Elsa.
Elsa, Anna.
No!
Okay, so Hans has yet to say a word so far. In fact, we don't even really see his face there. We kind of see it, and now he's knocked out. And now he randomly has some darkness around him?
What?
Which is now teleporting our heroes away from the main the characters of the world. And suddenly... What? Okay, we have a heartless wolf. A heartless ice wolf, I guess.
Do you really think this will help Anna?
How
I don't
did
know.
Hans
But we
transform
better
into
try
that?
something.
Let's get it.
Wow. It's like hitting like a truck.
It's over.
Okay, then. This isn't as bad as I thought it would be. I thought that this would be like a lot worse. Okay, so he's gonna be doing this like attack that I think is supposed to like ultimately destroy us or something. And there's like a timer and stuff. I honestly cannot remember how this works. There we go.
I'm here.
Okay, so this is pretty cool, honestly. Okay, Marshmallow helping out and stuff like that. Okay. Sorry, just like focus on this. Oh, okay, you're gonna be doing that move again. Okay. Yeah, so thematically, this doesn't really quite make sense. For one, like Hans hasn't said a word. Okay? And here's a bit of like stuff from MatPat. The you know, like as I've stated before in the other episodes, that only happens when you know, like in Japan, like when the voice actor dies, such as like with, like with Phil, for example. That makes sense. Why they decided to include him, you know, if he wasn't going to speak, I don't know. But it makes sense. I understand it out of respect for, yes. Okay. Here's the thing with Hans. His Japanese voice actor is still alive. For that matter, his American voice actor is still alive. So there's absolutely no reason to have Hans not speak, unless, of course, if it was Square Enix wasn't originally going to have him in this story, in the game, and, you know, and Disney, in all their meddling, forced them to make a Hans model and show and animate him at like the last possible moment. Like that would make sense to me, because otherwise it's like, why doesn't he speak? Why isn't he more predominant in the story here as we're traveling through this world? You know, for that matter, this. Why is Marshmallow sacrificing himself like this? That doesn't make any sense. They only just teamed up like 10 minutes ago. Why suddenly is Marshmallow like protecting our heroes? That doesn't make any sense either. But what it would make sense is if Elsa was originally supposed to be the main villain of this world. We saw early on when we got to this world that she was teetering. Even Larxene was like, which will she choose? Will she choose to use her magic for good, or will she believe it to be evil and use it for darkness? You know, she kept teetering back and forth. Okay? And so it would make sense if over the course of the story, she keeps thinking that her magic is evil and a curse, and then she becomes the main villain. She transforms into that wolf, okay, that we just fought, that ice heartless wolf, rather than Hans. Hans doesn't make any sense. One, he doesn't talk. Two, you don't even really see his face, and he has really no connection to the story as it was being presented. With Hans, it's like suddenly, randomly, you don't even really see him turn into the Heartless. Okay, you see him knocked out, some darkness energy engulfs him and our heroes. They get teleported to another place, and then suddenly there's the Ice Wolf. You're led to believe that it's Hans, but there's nothing really directly linking Hans to the Ice Wolf. There's no actual transformation scene. It's just, he's engulfed in sort of in darkness a little bit, and then he just disappears, and suddenly you're in a new place with this Ice Wolf Heartless.
Love has filled both their hearts with light.
And here's Larxene again. I won't talk over her.
Two in one world. Definitely didn't see that coming.
First Marluxia, now you. What is this all about?
Oh, I see. So you bumped into Marluxia. Then why am I explaining this again? I told you before. The new 7 hearts. If you mess up and don't find your 7 guardians of light, we're gonna need another group to fall back on.
Leave innocent people out of it!
Oh, look at this tough guy, such a big boy now. Well, maybe you should do your job and find the other guardians of light.
Please, like you found your 13. The king said you're one seeker of darkness short.
Oh no, we're set.
Huh?
Okay. So, yeah. And then Larxene's just like, oh, well, I guess she chose, you know, goodness then.
All 13?
It was pre-rendered.
Then, if we don't find our 7, they'll go after Elsa and Anna.
You guys might want to get off the water
It'll
there.
Be okay. They're strong.
And now, it's our turn.
You're right. They have each other.
Anna. Oh, Elsa. You sacrificed yourself for me? I love you.
An act of true love will thaw frozen heart.
That's the one thing I give this movie credit for.
Love.
A
will
different
thaw.
interpretation of it.
Love. Elsa? Of course. Love.
I love the world. Anyway, I just. Oh, they're already standing on the boat. Okay. Sora just looks ugly. I'm sorry, with the way that they did the lighting with the shader in this pre-rendered scene here, it just looks terrible for Sora. All right, so here's the thing. Okay, so as I was saying, yeah, Hans has like no connection. You don't even really see a transformation. It's just he, you know, is there and then he's gone, and you're fighting that Heartless Wolf. Secondly, as I was saying, Marshmallow protecting you against the wind, which is blowing uphill for some reason, that doesn't make any sense. If it would make more sense if you had to climb the mountain, you know, while the air is trying to push you back down, and Marshmallow teams up with you to try and help you get there. The idea being that you are trying to get back to Elsa's palace after maybe she threw you out.
You got here as fast as
you
could.
The
you got there.
organization claims to have their
I'll just let
13
this scene play and I'll
darknesses.
talk about it.
Do we believe it's true?
I don't know. But there's something else they keep mentioning. They're after a new 7 hearts, which seems to be code for let's go bother more princesses.
Well, as the original princesses of Heart's time for protecting the pure light has ended, they have passed the light to others. Our enemy must certainly be cognizant of this. If the new 7 hearts is what they wish to call them, so be it.
But Kairi hasn't passed on her power. Is she one of the new 7?
She must be. But still, she chose to wield a Keyblade and fight with us as one of the Guardians of Light.
So can she be both?
Yeah.
We haven't found Tara yet.
Hey, at least we've tracked down Ventus. Vanitas told us that he's inside Sora's heart.
And so did Ansem the Wise in his data, so it almost certainly must be true.
Oh, whoa.
That's great! Now we can rescue Ven!
Maybe. Except Aqua's the only one who knows where he's hidden. We still have to find her first.
I'll go.
What?
Is that wise?
You need the power of waking, Sora. Do you have it?
No. Probably not.
Without that power, you are not ready to face the realm of darkness.
Well, can you tell me where to find
Come
it?
on.
I mean, seriously.
What's so funny?
Sorry. Master Yen Sid knows you a little too well. He said you'd try to stage a half-baked rescue.
I'm not laughing.
Sora, I know you're volunteering because you're worried. About me and Mickey.
Yeah.
Well, thanks. But the power of waking's important. You can come to the rescue once you've got that. Sound fair?
Yeah. All right. But be safe. No reckless
That's
stunts.
cool. We only have like 2 more Disney Worlds to go through.
Yes, sir.
Show us the reckless one.
No, not exactly. He just doesn't think.
If only he listened to Master Yen Sid the way he listens to Riku. That would be a good start.
I'm listening now.
I forgot how many cutscenes are like after you finish a world.
Very good. Sora will continue his journey to build his powers, while Mickey and Riku will focus on the search for Aqua.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so are we gonna actually be in the ship now, or? Oh no, still more cutscenes. I can't believe I forgot. I'll wrap up my MatPat's theory and what I believe it to be true.
Nice way to
Probably
greet
next
your
episode.
old partner in crime. So, why do you think the old geezer took us back? He must know we backstabbed the organization when Xemnas was running it.
Oh, thank goodness
Xehanort
the world
care
is
about
finally done.
you or me.
I'm
To
sorry,
him,
completely
we're nothing but
space.
empty
I just wasn't,
husks.
like thinking about like
The
it's
old
done
organization
finally.
was the same. Xehanort needs 13 vessels to hold his essence.
Husks? Not me. You up for another coup?
Oh, please, you couldn't do it last time. You gotta play it smart, like me.
What? You're not smart?
Well, you heard what Marley said. I don't have to be smart.
Or capable, or likable, or attractive. A cereal bowl would make a better vessel.
Whoa now, you are way out of line. I am extremely imposing, when I want to be, which is admittedly almost never.
Are you actually ever gonna play
Why
this thing?
haven't you gone to any worlds? Are you slacking?
Course not. I got benched.
Huh?
Cyax brought Vexen on board. They must be planning to use replicas.
Those wind-up toys?
Oh no. The replicas are way more real than you remember. I mean, one stole my spot.
Of course it stole your spot. You're dumb as a brick.
Hardy har.
Vexen's latest replicas are no mere puppets. The Riku replica we used in Castle Oblivion was just a prototype. The next replica, the one crafted from Sora's memories, was real enough to join our ranks. And Vexen claims the new ones will be human in every way. If he ever finishes them.
Oh, the thing is, I kinda told Sora and his nitwits that we're ready. My bad.
Let them believe as much.
Ugh, Xemnas.
If they think that we have all 13 darknesses, then they will panic. And that leads to a lack of preparation.
Yeah, totally.
Why is this thing a member again?
Hey now, my point is rude.
The first 6 members of the original organization were all apprentices to Ansem the Wise, and the 7th and 8th members joined thereafter. The 13th member was Roxas, a Keyblade
What about the ones in
wielder.
between?
So, what about you? How do you suppose I chose numbers 9 through 12?
Yeah, okay.
Because our hearts are uber powerful.
Wrong. You have been brought together for another purpose.
What? So that we can rot away on the bottom rung?
Ugh, you're in too? What is this, organization rehash?
I happen to play an important role. No one benched me.
You were listening? So not cool.
One must hold one's cards as long as necessary.
What important role? That stupid box that Xigbar claims is real, but won't tell us a thing about?
You'll just have to ask Xigbar that.
Oh, that's
Now
right.
then, Xemnas.
I forgot
What
I
is
put
this
that mod on.
purpose? You didn't invite us back for old time's sake.
Yes. Oh
You
man, that was so
four are
shocking
going
to me for a
reveal your
second.
greatest secret.
One of the mods I didn't
ancient
tell you guys
Keyblade
about was I
legacy that
replaced
slumbers
Luxord's
within
cards
you.
with Pokemon cards. So he has Pokemon cards now. I forgot all about that. Oh, that's so funny. Oh. Okay, so now we're here. Yeah, no, new pathways. Thanks. Once you reach the road, you're able to warp back to it anytime you like. Yep, I know. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna go a little bit longer here. I just want to show you something real quick. We're half an hour. I'm just gonna finish this up. So here's the thing. All right. So as I was saying, you know, with Marshmallow, it would make sense if you had to cross up the mountain again, like Elsa threw you out of, you know, the palace or whatever, and you know, and then you had to climb back up the mountain one more time. Marshmallow is there after Elsa's gone to the dark side, right? Elsa's, you know, Marshmallow is climbing up the mountain with you, protecting you from the wind that's trying to blow you back down. And you get to the palace, and then you work your way up to the to the top, which is where the labyrinth comes in, because it looks like similar. It looks like good architecture and the kind of stuff that would be.
Do you want to come along?
You know, the kind of thing that would be like Elsa's palace. Here's the other thing. We can't enter Elsa's palace. Okay? But it has, if you look at the mini-map, it has an interior. Like, there's stuff there. So, it's believed, and this is what MatPat was theorizing, believed that that labyrinth that Larxene made wasn't supposed to be there. The labyrinth was the inside of the Palace Zone. And when Disney did their meddling, and in fact, for some reason, we could climb up these stairs now. I swear, we weren't able to do this. That's why I was, like, really confused for a second. I remember being stopped, like, there being an invisible wall right here. So, I'm wondering if, like, at some point, they just decided to remove that for some reason. Regardless, yeah, like, yeah, it's believed, like I said, MatPat pointed out, that the labyrinth was the inside of Elsa's palace, and you would get to it by running up these stairs and entering. You know, and then you would work your way to the top of the spiral. You know, remember how I said that, you know, you get to that top floor, there's 3 rooms, one of them has a Mickey emblem, one of which has just a few enemies in it, and one of which has a portal that leads us back to the mountain. But that's never appeared anywhere in Kingdom Hearts before. Like, there's no portal technology that does that. So, again, the theory, and I'm just repeating myself at this point, Elsa was teetering against light and darkness. She was supposed to be the main villain and turn into that heartless wolf thing that you fight at the end. Marshmallow was helping you get up the mountain. You go in, you enter the labyrinth, you climb all the way to the top, and at some point in one of those rooms, that's where the final battle with the Heartless Ice Wolf was supposed to happen after Elsa transforms. And it would make sense thematically, as, you know, once you defeat him, or once you defeat the Ice Wolf, Marshmallow sacrifices himself, you know, in place of you, and then Elsa goes back and, you know, goes back to being her normal self, and, you know, is the, I don't know, a good guy at the end of it, basically. And then Disney came in and was like, no, you can't do it that way. No. We want it to be done this way. And so Square Enix, you know, and all the development staff, Nomura, they were like, well, we gotta change some things and we gotta reverse, which is why we have now disjointed level design with Larxene making an ice labyrinth, even though she has electric powers, and a portal that leads out of that to the side of a mountain, which doesn't make any sense because it's never existed in the history of the franchise. We climb the mountain 3 times, and then at the very end, wind is blowing uphill, and Marshmallow decides to save us from Hans, who may or may not be an ice wolf at that point, and he just shows up and doesn't have any lines at all and then disappears. That's basically all I was trying to say. And that's why I believe MatPat's theory to be true. Disney just royally fucked this world over. Because honestly, if Elsa was the villain, as originally intended, and all of that, I would have loved this world in its entirety. I would have loved it. I would have been like, okay, I didn't like the movie, but I would have liked playing through this world because that would have been interesting. Thematically, in the Kingdom Hearts series, it works. Everything about it would work. And Disney just screwed everything up. And it's just wasted potential. So anyway, that's all I have really to say about it. Let me know what you thought down in the comments below. And I'm going to go back to the world map because this world is done. Finally. Now we get to go on to much better worlds. So I'm going to just save it again real quick. And when next we meet, next week, we're going to head off to, I think we're going to head off to the Pirates world. And see what's going on with Jack Sparrow and everything, because you can see it right down there. So anyway, guys, sorry to ramble on right there at the end for you guys. I just really needed to finish saying that and everything. And so I hope I made that clear to you guys. And yeah, I'm really curious. Do you agree with MatPat's theory as I've explained it? You know, or do you think, you know, there's something else there that we don't know about? Let me know down in the comments below. And yeah, don't forget to tune in on Wednesday for some awesome action in Skyward Sword. I'm recording that with my friend Eric, or Knuckles896 is his username. Also on Thursday, I stream live 7 p.m. Eastern Time, Twitch and on YouTube. So you get to pick where you want to watch. There's some great stuff going on there. There's a new episode of Pokemon Xenoverse coming at you on Friday. I also stream Friday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And I stream again on Saturday afternoon at 12 p.m. with Eric as well. So there's just a lot of really great content, and I hope you guys enjoy it, because I work really hard to make this really entertaining for you guys. So, so I hope you guys tune in for all that. And of course, you can always tune in next Monday for more exciting adventures in Kingdom Hearts 3 Roxas. We're gonna head off to the Pirates world. It's actually a pretty cool world. I really like it. So thank you all so much for watching. Have a great rest of your Monday, and I'll see you guys then.